Well, welcome to the Smart Shopper Show. I'm Daphne Munro, your Smart Shopper, and sitting next to me is Jacques from Munro Realty. He's going to be co-piloting. We're going to have a lot of different co-hosts there throughout the month of August and September. So you're joining us, and if you are tuning in for the first time, I think everyone's probably watching the weather right now, but later on people are going to tune into the podcast. That's the great thing about it. But our goal is always to save you money and make your life simpler. So coming up today's show, hopefully we'll meet that objective. As you can see, Jacques Munro from Munro Realty.
Hi,
he's going to be talking about, he's going to be talking about multiple offers on a home. So how to handle that if you're a buyer and a seller. So it's going to be pretty informative. And also August, it's a hot gross month, isn't it?
It is indeed.
It really is. Oh my God, the morning runs. I get up pretty early to run. It's been pretty brutal. I can honestly say that this week running here in Arizona has been awful. So.
Bad with the good though, Daphne.
Right, bad with the good. But so on that note, there's some positive to August. August, we're going to talk about what things you should be buying in order to save the most. In addition to that, tons of really cool freebies happening in August. I think you're going to be pretty jazzed about that. So lots of good freebies. I was just thinking, gosh, August is a good month in terms of freebies and saving money. So that's what we're going to be all about. And then, of course, we're going to be picking out the winner for the $25 gift card to Food City. We've got the question of 3 things you should be buying in August to save the most. And you still have time to pipe in. We've got 30 comments right now. And we are looking, Jacques' going to be looking in as we go throughout this show. So don't forget, you can catch all the behind-the-scenes actions live every Thursday at 6 p.m. Arizona time. Or if you want to know what we're doing, always, you can go to our Facebook page, which is Smart Shopper Daphne. Okay, let's go through a couple things on the agenda. So, talking about Facebook page and Facebook Live, I've got this podcast show. I've got wonderful sponsors that help fund this show. In addition to that, I also do Daphne's pop-up deals with a lot of local businesses, and it's really starting to take off, where businesses will offer a deal to you guys, but it's only exclusive on my Facebook page. So if anything that you are doing and you don't have time to listen to the podcast show, always follow me or like that Facebook page because you're going to find deals. So I just did a pop-up deal at Smoothie Run, 50% off everything. So you can pick up like a pita sandwich for like $3.
Wow.
That's a pretty good deal, right?
Yeah, that's great.
Craig, what do you think about that? Good deal?
How do you get this way from working out?
You can't see Craig. He's got a fantastic figure.
Yes.
Okay.
I have the body of a god.
And all the things that we talk about on the podcast show, and if you want to catch the podcast show, you can always go to the smartshoppershow.com to find out all the blogging information of everything that we talk about. Okay, so Jacques, let's get started. Let's talk about what you've got. So you found a house, you want to buy it, right? But you find out you have multiple offers.
Yes.
So, or you're selling a house and you find out you got multiple offers. So it sounds like to me, if you're buying a house, you got multiple offers, that's not a good position to be in. But if you're selling a house and you have multiple offers, that's a good position to be in. But let's first, hold on for confusion's sake.
Okay.
Let's talk about buyers.
Okay.
So if you're putting in an offer on a house that is highly desired and you find out it has multiple offers, what would you say? Walk away?
No, actually, and it's funny, you said for either the buyer or the seller. So there is one thing that...
Go ahead, keep on talking, Jack.
Thank you.
We'll fix your mic.
Thank you. That they have in common, and that's getting the right agent, a good seasoned agent, because it's important. There are a lot of nuances that can occur. It's a complicated transaction oftentimes. So, if you're representing the buyer, there are a whole host of different pitfalls, and so you just need somebody to help to navigate through those troubled waters. With respect to the seller, different issues, but similar issues too.
Right. Well, we'll get that with the seller. Let's stick with the buyer.
Starting with the buyer.
So what you're saying is that if you run into a house that has multiple offers, don't run away.
Don't
you
run
need
away.
to have a seasoned realtor. This is where experience counts. I mean, it's a fact. I mean, if you're an inexperienced realtor coming on with multiple offers, I mean, experience counts in this. So
absolutely.
You have over 25 years experience in this. I mean, you have a brokerage firm.
And I do.
Okay, so how are you going to go about doing this, making sure that person gets the house?
And our agents are well trained too. And so this is an area that not always you'll find a lot of experience amongst the brokerage community. So one of the most important things that you can do is have your agent put on his or her Sherlock Holmes cap.
Okay.
So investigate, see where you stand, contact the listing agent, see, maybe they'll share information about the other offers. And then when you see weaknesses amongst, perhaps other offers, then you can kind of tailor your offers or tweak your client's offer to where yours becomes better. And so sometimes it's not always about price, but there are other things that you can do that don't cost anything that make your offer really shine. So
Right.
one of those things, and I think we spoke about it on another show, increase the earnest money. It doesn't cost you anything, but it makes your offer look strong. Another thing that you can do, and this is important too on any offer that you make, is have a pre-qualification form
Right.
that shows what you can afford.
Right. Always
But
be pre-qualified.
that's right. But another small thing that can be done, but it's important, especially when the agent touts it and points it out. Have the lender qualify you as the buyer for the maximum you can afford. And so this way, even if your offer is not the strongest price-wise, your agent still can make the argument, hey, look, it may not be the highest offer,
But they're financially secure.
but they're financial secure, and they'll close. Another thing that you can do, have your agent, put on their cheerleading uniform. And so basically what that means is rah your offer.
Right.
So point out all of the strengths of the offer. We're ethically required as an agent to disclose all material points of any offer. So if there's something that would prevent a buyer from closing on a transaction, you are ethically obligated to disclose that. But that's not normally the case. And what you want to do, though, is focus on all of the high points. That's all you're required to do when you're, basically pointing out the strengths of the offer. Let the other side do their homework. So in other words, what I would mean by this is, you can offer a flexible closing date. Maybe your financing is stronger than the other financing. Maybe another thing that a buyer could do is, if they have the cash, offer cash. And perhaps what they could do if they want ultimately to do financing is reserve the right that they could generate financing, though their performance may not be contingent upon that financing. So what that does is that allows their offer to look a lot stronger than the competing offers.
Okay.
One other point.
Yeah, lots of good information.
One other point. Again, doing the rah-rah thing with the offer. Explain to the listing agent, and actually there'll be 2 points, but explain to the listing agent why this house is the perfect house for the buyer and why your client is so in love with the house. Normally this wouldn't be a strategy if you were not competing with other offers.
Right.
But in this case, it's a totally different dynamic. Basically, you have to convince that agent that if the buyer accepts your offer, that buyer's going to close on that house.
Right.
And so that makes the offer stronger. Another thing too is ingratiate yourself with the listing agent.
Brown nose.
And
that's what that means. Brown nose.
Right. And
literally, because I got a brown nose.
To assume your fiduciary duties to your client, you've got to walk that brown nose walk.
Okay, got it.
And that's what we speak about all the time. You put your client's interests before the interest of everybody else in a transaction, and that extends also to negotiations.
Okay, so real quick, Jacques, for people that are tuning, we've got some people tuning in on Facebook Live. What we're talking about is with Jacques Munro from Munro Realty, who's a brokerage firm here in the Valley. He's sharing with us how to handle multiple offers. Right now we're currently talking about buyers, but let's switch gears in terms of the seller. So if you're selling a home, well, do you want to wrap it up with buyers? I kind of cut you off there.
No, just really quickly, I would say even a technique that sometimes is used, the buyer can even write a personal letter to the seller.
Oh my gosh, that's
saying,
ridiculous.
saying.
Why don't you just give them some wine?
No, yeah. Hi, just to let you know, our family would love to live in this home.
Right, send
We're
pictures.
familiar with exactly.
And
with
this is
the
our
school.
daughter Judy.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
And like impose her in the house.
But there's no there's no downside. And the thing that the agent should never do, the buyer's agent, never let the listing agent sleep.
Right.
So you are always in their ear. That demonstrates commitment of your client that, hey, if we go with this deal, this buyer's going to close. And then finally, I would say, not to let them sleep, but but the experience of the agent is important too.
Right, which is what we gathered. Obviously, with all
people take that into account. So who's representing the buyer? Is it a serious agent or a part-time one? And if it's a serious agent, sometimes the offer looks stronger as well.
Right. Okay, Jacques, let's switch
Yeah,
gears real
I'm
quick.
ready to.
Yeah, because I need to tighten this up. We're
Okay.
running out of time. So let's get to the seller real quick.
I'll be
If
brief.
you're a seller and you've got multiple offers on your house that's
Yes.
selling, obviously you're in a really good position.
Yes.
Okay, as a realtor representing that, How would you handle that? What is the best strategy to do? Because obviously there's some legality issues. You're getting multiple offers, but you accept an offer, get another higher offer. Like, let's get into that real quick.
Sherlock Holmes cap again.
So both angles, seller and buyer on multiple offers. Sherlock Holmes cap.
You want to basically know what you're dealing with. It's not always about price. You also want to evaluate a couple of things: the strength of the respective buyers. Exactly. Know who can actually do the deal.
What about if you get multiple offers, and let's say you're asking, let's put a number in, you're asking $300,000 for your house. You get an offer for $330,000, you're excited, you accept it, and then 2 hours later you get an offer for $350,000.
Yeah, what you want to do is you want to.
Is that illegal?
No.
You can't accept a $350,000 offer if you already accepted the $330,000 offer?
Well, it depends. Acceptance is delivery back to them of the seller's acceptance, but this is what you do anyway. If the deal is done, then you entertain any other offer, even if it's a higher offer in second position. But normally when you talk about multiple offers, these are offers that come in, multiple offers on one property.
Right.
So basically, you have your choice. You can either entertain one and make a counteroffer to one, but what I recommend is that you entertain all of them at the same time and you make multiple counteroffers. Normally you don't want to go, 5 and say multiple, but maybe you narrow it to 2 or 3. And then you try to basically evaluate and look at the strongest offers. And at that point, you draft a counteroffer that either any of the 3 would be acceptable to the seller.
Okay.
Another thing that you can do is ask for, let's say you have 3 solid, really good offers. You make counteroffers to them. You can even bring in a highest and best provision. So let's say that your list price or your highest offer is $330,000, and that would be acceptable to you. Then you can say, seller hereby requests buyer's highest and best above $330,000, and see how they come back. Because then when it comes back in writing, maybe some people will say no, they reject. Maybe you have 2 or 1 that makes a counter, and maybe the other accepts it and says, okay, I'll pay $350,000.
Okay, so bottom line, what you're saying is look at what you got on the table.
Yes.
And take each one, break it down, see which one's going to benefit you. Don't just go for one, focus on all of them.
Yeah, and it's not only about the price. You have to do your homework. And then another thing too is the Sherlock Holmes cap. You see what they're able to do. You speak to the buyer's agent, you speak to the buyer's lender, and then just let them talk. And you'll get information that way. Let them talk. Not like me on the show.
Exactly. Okay,
you have to be quiet.
Well, thank you. That's some good advice. Really good advice. Okay, if you want to get a hold of Jacques, he's going to be joining us for the rest of the show anyways. But if you want to get a hold of him, or if you're on Facebook, you got a question to ask, go right ahead. We'll try and get to it. Otherwise, it's Munro Realty. Yes, it is spelled just like my last name, Munro.
Purely coincidental.
Right. And there's Alon, who is joining us on Facebook, by the way. Is that Alon who I think needs to come in and retract my show? Anyways, he did the beginning of my show. It's his voice that's at the beginning of my show.
Oh, yeah. Sounds great.
Yeah, anyways. Okay, so enough of that. Just go to smartshoppershow.com to get a hold of him, or just look up
They
Munro
can go on our
Realty.
website if they want additional information.
Yeah, it's all there, MunroRealty.com. And, okay, so in just a few minutes, we're going to reveal the winner of our Facebook question of the week, which you still have time to pipe in. Basically is 3 things that you should be buying in the month of August in order to save the most. Plus, let's give a quick shout out to one of our sponsors, Community Tire Pros and Auto Repair. We love them. 6 Valley locations. If you have any car repairs, I personally take all my cars there. If you got any issues with your cars, they're honest, they have integrity, and as a matter of fact, if you're questioning, which you probably won't, but if you're questioning if they did the actual repairs, they'll actually take you in the back and show you all the parts. Like, you got free reign of the place. In addition to that, they really consider customer service as a top priority because their bathrooms are always clean.
I heard that.
Right? Yeah, there you go. And the charging station. So if you have they have a charging station in the lobby. I went to the Metro Center because Patty and I do a lot of live Facebooks there. And so in the lobby, they have a bunch of charging stations for all different types of phones, your iPads, things like that in their lobby. So it's pretty cool. Anyways, Community Tire Pros and Auto Repair, they're all over the valley. You see them all over the place. So we appreciate them. And let's talk about those who are joining in on the show. You know, you can always catch the behind-scenes action on Smart Shopper Daphne Facebook page, or you can always go to our blog at thesmartshoppershow.com to get more information. Okay, we talked about this earlier because we met earlier today, didn't we?
We did.
We did. So, some good freebies to be had in the month of August. I'm kind of excited about this.
Well, I'm going to stick to the real estate theme, and so it's actually...
You're going to throw in a bone here? You're going to offer something for free?
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Right.
Sure.
Okay, what
we'll
you
do
got?
a free CMA any day of the week.
What's a CMA?
And twice on Tuesdays. Comparative market analysis
my
on the
gosh.
home.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
That's his freebie. Yeah, but I thought maybe you might know some other
No,
people.
but actually, and you mentioned this too, the annualcreditreport.com, and I went on it, and it's
Legit, of course.
Yeah, very legit. It is completely free, and if there are any mistakes on your credit report, you can correct them. And it's so important too. You talk about wanting to save money. Paying more money because your credit has dings in it.
Right.
I mean, it's
In
huge.
the long run, it's going to hurt you.
And actually, I would like to give one plug out to people that have actually done pretty good things for us. It's called Go Clean Credit.
I just can't get this through.
No.
Okay, go ahead.
You know, I was just going to say that because those guys do credit repair.
Okay,
Go
is it
Clean
free?
Credit. That is not free though.
Okay, well, we're talking about free stuff for the month of August.
Okay.
So we get
You see the
annualcreditreport.com.
free. You see the free one, and then you go to the paid one if you need to.
Okay. Well, I say go get your free credit report. Take your own responsibility. I would never recommend for someone to get their credit clean. I would never recommend someone to get paid to get their credit clean. I would say take the time, look and see what's going on with your credit report.
Right.
If you're thinking about buying a house, then look at it a year ahead.
Sure.
And then go through it. You call the companies yourself, and you can do this stuff yourself.
Sure.
You don't need to pay a company to do it.
All right.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
Okay. We got different opinions,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
What can you do?
August freebies. Okay. So from the 3rd to the 7th, you can stop in at Starbucks between 2 and 5 p.m. and you'll get a BOGO on the macchiato.
All right.
Macchiato. So it's a buy one, get one free till the 7th. Okay. Catch this out. Do you like Firehouse subs?
I love them.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Good quality sub.
I know, but I would never think of you as a sub eater. You don't seem like a fast food kind of guy. Like,
From time to time.
Okay, rare
I don't,
occasions.
Like Craig, I don't have the luxury of not 20 years old anymore. You gotta watch your
right.
watch
You gotta
your
watch
weight.
your weight, right? So Firehouse says you can get a free medium sub on August 5th when you donate a 24-pack of bottled water. And if you go through the grocery ads came out yesterday, I guarantee you one of those stores got those 24 packs on sale for about $1.99. I'm just saying. So how about getting your documents shredded for free on August 5th? You can bring in a coupon from Staples from their website, and you can shred 2 pounds of paper. And the in-store coupon for the code is 40543, 40543. So that's when you can get that done.
Okay.
And you have till August 5th. So this is a pretty good deal from Olive Garden. Do you get at Olive Garden?
Rarely.
Yeah, kind of like Red Lobster.
Yeah. Right.
You're on the road, not many choices.
Yeah.
You know, I used to work at Olive Garden.
Really?
Yeah, I was a waitress.
All right.
Yeah, I really was in college.
Okay. Well, so in other words, a couple of years ago.
Yeah, just a couple years ago. You know, just graduated out of college a couple years ago. So anyway, so if you go to Olive Garden, this is kind of a good deal. It's a buy one entree, and you get another one to take home for free.
Yeah, that's
And
a
most
great
meals out of this, there's like, I think 6 different selections. Most meals are about $13.
Right.
So that means you get 2 meals for $6.50.
Yeah.
And the most expensive was the seafood lasagna for $18.50.
They still probably have the unlimited salad and,
breadsticks. Right. I think that's like
Yeah,
$5.
that's a real
Oh,
bargain.
that's a real bargain when you're broke.
Yeah.
But it's not a balanced meal.
No, it's not.
Not at all.
Sprinkle some cheese on the
Yeah,
salad.
there you go. Make it sound. Put cheese on the breadstick. You're like, there you go. There's your balance. There's your protein.
Right.
Okay. So free bowling on August 12th because it's National Bowling Day. Right? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
Right?
Yeah.
And we got the bowling pins there.
Yeah.
And the background noise.
Absolutely.
And August 25th, you can go to any national park for free.
Okay.
Like Grand Canyon.
What's the occasion?
Yosemite Park.
Wow.
Well, I just was waiting to see look on your face. You looked really excited. I was
Well-
waiting for the look.
Well, what I'm curious to know is, do you have any idea how much it costs to get into those parks?
Expensive.
Is it really?
Yeah, it is. Well, I just did a little Facebook posting on Smart Shopper Daphne Facebook page about that national parks. If you're a senior who's 62 years or older, the annual pass costs you $10.
Okay.
But due to federal government mandating, that no longer is going to be funded. So after August 25th, seniors get to pay $80 like the rest of us.
Oh boy.
Yay! That's called tax dollars not being put to good use.
For sure.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. So yeah, it's admissions to 400 free parks. I think it's National Park Day
Wow.
on that day. So August 25th, mark your calendars. At JCPenney's, if you download their app by August 31st, you will get a free coupon for $10 towards your next purchase. Okay, I got to tell you something about JCPenney's. JCP, they're impressing me lately. They've got some really good deals. Have you ever been through there?
Yeah.
They have Sephora makeup.
Okay.
I mean, they've got some major lines in there.
Okay.
It's like a hidden gem.
Yeah.
You know, I just think that people think of JCPenney's as like Kmart because I think the two merge the brands. And it kind of deterred the brand. Because remember when we were kids?
I do.
Go to JCPenney's catalog section.
Right.
You wait for your stuff.
Right.
You know, you go to. You remember that, Craig?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, the catalog buying, right? So those days were over, and this kind of like they just went down. They had like a brand that was kind of like Kmart brand, like.
So they've been revitalized?
They have, and they got some good brands in there, and I think they're undervalued. So I mean, no, JCPenney's is not paying me to say this. This is generally my opinion.
Okay.
I think they've got some really good deals going on, and they got some good products. So I'm going to say, yeah, Debbie, you're right on. JCP rocks. That's it.
All right. Cool.
Okay, so if you guys want the full article on August freebies, well, you can always catch it on the Smart Shopper Daphne Facebook page that I posted earlier in the week, or you can just go to my blog at smartshoppershow.com. Pretty good. Are you excited? You look like you're.
I'm
Are you
absolutely
well
excited.
engaged?
Yeah.
You're just like you want to talk more real estate stuff.
Not
huh?
at all. No.
Can you
JCPenney's
tell he's
awesome.
passionate about what he does?
That's not true at
Yes,
all.
you are.
No, it's good. I haven't been to JCPenney's in a little bit, and it's apparently worth checking them out
It
again.
is. But while we're talking about JCPenney's,
What about men's apparel? I mean, I would imagine.
I pay no attention.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I pay attention to that.
I'm a single woman now.
Yeah, less so on the makeup.
That's good. I'm glad to see that you and I aren't fighting for the makeup. There's something a little bit unsettling about that. Working in TV for 17 years when I used to work in TV, I will tell you, it's going to sound weird, but every time the guys came in to put on makeup in the makeup room, it always felt weird. It just did, I mean, it doesn't matter. We all have a right to do however we want to do, and I'll tell you, there are some very, very, very pretty boys out there, and they do a good job of putting on makeup, for sure.
Yeah.
But I'll just tell you, we live in a world where you boys just need to stay ugly, and us girls can get pretty with our makeup. Okay?
I've got the market corner.
I'm just teasing. Okay, so let's talk final clearance, right? We love final clearance. I go there every Thursday. I do a little commercial on their Facebook page. A couple weeks ago, they had brand new, I kid you not, they had like Tom's shoe sale. $5 a pair.
Oh, wow.
Is that not unbelievable?
Oh, that's great.
I mean, it was unbelievable. It was like Christmas in July. Right. But he just had an overstock. So Final Clearance is a liquidation store. They're located on 83rd Avenue in Peoria. And they sell some really high-end clothes. I was there today, did a little commercial. They sell like Ralph Lauren. They had Cece. They had Free People. They had a Free People dress for $25. Free People, you're talking $100 or more.
Wow.
Major department store brands. I can't mention what department stores they came at, but just put the map together.
Wow.
Who carries Free People?
And for men as well as for women.
Yeah, they had them all. Real high-end stuff.
Excellent.
Coach purses, everything. So as time goes by, I am super impressed with Final Clearance. It is probably one of the nicest liquidation stores in this town. So it's 83rd Avenue in Peoria. And yes, I am that gal that is all about them. You writing it down?
I am.
Oh my God, you're so awesome.
No, but I mean, that's very interesting, and everybody should.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got to rush this up. We're running over. I just keep on talking. So we'll go through this really quick. Okay, now we talked about free stuff. How about things you should buy in order to save the most? You know what we should do? I said let's do the Facebook winner first, and then let's talk about all those best buys.
Absolutely.
So we're going to change things up a little bit. You want to do the little Greg? You guys can't hear this on Facebook, but we're doing a little Price is Right thing. Okay, Facebook. So we asked, our question of the week was 3 things that you should buy in order to save the most for the month of August. So August best buys, what are the 3 things that you should be buying? So a lot of you got the answers right. There's quite a variety, and I'll go through this article. But we picked out, let's first say the runner-up. Jacques, you want to look up the runner-up?
If
you
we
lost
can.
your place.
Yeah, I did.
Because Jacques is just like, when it comes to like social media on his phone, he's just like something else. So
Challenged.
I've been showing him all day. Look, we can see ourselves live.
Yeah, wow, look at that.
Look at that.
Why
live.
am I not smiling?
I have no idea, because probably
Yeah.
because you're trying to figure out how to look up Facebook.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Okay, so let's look this up.
Well, I remember the lady's name.
Yeah.
And it's Eva Gephardt.
Right, so she's the runner-up. Eva, you did not win, but Jacques liked your answer, so go ahead and read what she had to say.
What Eva said was laptops, computers, back-to-school supplies, patio furniture. Those were all listed by Daphne. And she went on to say, for a bonus, since it's not every August, but it is this month, is National Park Service Senior Pass. So yet another thing that was mentioned.
Right, exactly.
If you buy before 8/28, it's $10, but if you buy after, it jumps up to $80. That's a $70 savings. So we like the important information as well, and very topical information.
Good stuff.
And she was just edged out
by
by
the one who we chose to be the winner. Sorry, Eva. But it's going to be Amber Kelly. Amber Kelly, you are going to be the winner of that $25 Food City gift card. And I guarantee you, when it comes to Food City, right on, when it comes to Food City, you can really, $25 will get you really far. I mean, they're one of the least expensive grocery stores in this town, especially when it comes to their produce, hands down. So Amber Kelly said, hands down, and, you want to read this?
Sure. Why not?
I've been talking this whole time.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's do it.
Take a drink.
That's right. I will
All
as
right.
soon as I can find some
So
water.
Amber Kelly and Hooray Amber, you said hands down, end of the summer patio, pool, barbecue, and camping at 70% to 90% off. This one is the most fun. Wine vineyards. Try to clear out inventory to make space for the literally tons of grapes that are about to come in.
Good advice. Good
Absolutely.
advice.
And then you say buy the case directly from your favorite vineyard. And then number 3.
She likes wine. Amber, I guess you like wine.
All right. And then summer clothes at 50%
Yep.
to 70% off. And she goes on to say, which we all know can be used here in the Valley year round. And that's exactly true. Wait on the computers until Black Friday if you can. Much better deals then! Explanation point. And we found these tips spot on.
Right. Good job, Amber. You are the smart shopper who won the $25 gift card. So if you are not listening on the show, I will contact you tomorrow for that. So let's talk about August Best Buys now. Okay? And we'll go over this. So summertime may be over, but that means that retailers are making room to get rid of things that you can get for a steal. So expect to see summer clearance sales on summer gear. You'll also find deals, and I'll go through this quickly. You'll also find deals on shoes in August. According to Deal News, you should find better deals on shoes in August than in July or September. Some deals you can expect are like on Converse sneakers for $25, LL Bean shoes, Canvas sneakers for $14, and so on. Also look at kids shoes too. You'll find some deals there. Back to school stuff. On everything you'll save this month. According to Money News Talk, laptops dropped in price in the month of August from 8 to 25% between that range. Plus in August, they also had 24% more deals. Plus you'll see, and by the way, just to get back to Amber's comment, she's correct. Like in Black Friday, you're going to find better deals. But if you need one now, August is a good month to buy it.
Right.
Plus you'll see plenty of deals on school and office supplies. Make sure to do your research before you head out to shop. Overall, in the past years, both Target and Walmart are going to be your best bets for school supplies and office supplies, not Staples or Office Max. Okay, and the wonderful thing about living in the Valley is it's warm most of the year. So, patio furniture. Right. So you're going to find retailers getting rid of patio furniture, national retailers, but because we live in Arizona, the benefit is it's always warm. We'll always need to sit outside. Just maybe not right now. Maybe tonight, later on. So, plus you can also find deals on air conditioners, and also we talked about the national parks. I had mentioned about the $10 run to the national park if you're over 65 years. You have till, I said August 25th. It's August 28th to get that pass for $10. After that, it's going to be $80.
The only thing I would say counterintuitive on the AC is it's so hot for those guys to work.
I know, right?
And then oftentimes they got to go into the attic.
Oh my God!
And there's no AC in there.
I don't
so,
know how they do
yeah,
it. I don't know how.
I would
they
say
do it.
perhaps later August.
Yeah, give them a break and have them do it early in the morning.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
So anyway, so there we go. I appreciate y'all tuning in. And we appreciate you guys always joining us. Next week, we're going to have Patty Fleshman from Community Tire Pros on to talk about some ways to get your car going, like some unique repairs. And then also, we're going to talk about, some ways that you can actually make money by losing weight.
Oh my goodness! How
Isn't that
is
pretty
that?
cool?
Yeah.
Right? And as always, make sure Craig's all over it. Oh, Craig, you are just
Under
sexy.
Oh, yeah, right.
See, people can hear that sexy voice, but they can't see what it looks like. So anyways, I always appreciate you tuning in. And don't forget, I'm Daphne Munro, your smart shopper.